I'm going to talk about a journey in Louis Vuitton for this Horizon 55 luggage that I purchased. I purchased this luggage when I went to Cancun in December 2021, and they were sold out online. They were sold out in the Chicago stores, and I don't think they had them in any U.S. stores. So when I saw this one, I thought, okay, I'm gonna go for it because I already have the book bag for it, which I've had for probably 4 years now, and I have the duffel bag, which I've had for probably 3 years now. And I know people are gonna say, "Oh, you wasted your money. You could have got stocks and something." I do that too. I don't just go out and buy stuff and try to show off to anybody. Yes, you buy stocks and get your savings and your retirement account funded. So my issue of coming on here today is to tell you what happened after I purchased this piece. I got this bag, like I said, in Cancun. I flew back to Chicago with this bag, using it. And the issue, when I was in the airport, one side of the luggage started to dip. Like it doesn't hold its shape. It's all the way up here. You'll see. And when I was going through the airport, actually it's this side of it. When I was going through the airport, that's what happened every time. You see that? When I was like just pushing it, not doing anything to it, and I was just going, this side just dips down. Sometimes it replicates, like if I'm going, where was I? Like if you're just pushing it through the hallway, it's gonna do something. Like even now it looks a little slighted, you see? I was like, I didn't even do anything right there, but it's so easily done. All you have to do is maneuver it and then it comes out, but this side doesn't do it. See, this side doesn't do it. It's fine. And I'm pushing down just as hard as I was on the other side. Put it back up. Okay. So now we know what happened. So I find this out when I'm in the airport. I get to Chicago, a couple days go by, I decide to go by the Chicago store, not one in Nordstrom, but to the store. And I tried to show the lady in the store, the repair expert in Louis Vuitton, and she didn't believe me. She dismissed me. She put in an order December 13th. That was the day I went into the store for repair, but I never heard anything back from her. Today is February 2nd, so it's Tuesday. February. Wait, what is today? I'm like, today the 2nd or the 3rd? It's 2nd, but it's Wednesday. Sorry. It's Wednesday, February 2nd. And I text her Monday, and because I had the number, and I said, hey, has there been any update or anything to my repair? She never texted me back. So I called Louis Vuitton corporate because I'm like, this happened the 2 days after I purchased the bag. I flew back to Chicago December 10th. Okay, so I bought it on the 8th. December 10th, I discovered there was an issue. And when I took it back to Louis Vuitton, she said, we don't accept returns if it's been used. And I'm thinking, okay, well, how would I have known that there was an issue with it unless I used it? Because that was essentially what let me know there was an issue with the luggage piece. She wasn't helpful at all. But in any event, I called corporate and I spoke to a young lady, Carmela. She was very helpful. She's been holding my hand through everything, like guiding me through it. And she got to talk to her supervisor to tell them what was happening. And I sent a video of what I just showed you guys of what happened. And they said they want to see it in person. I guess they're going to try and duplicate what I just did, and then we'll go from there. I don't know how long that's going to take. Louis Vuitton Chicago did not get back to me from December 13th. I'm supposed to be going, to Spain at the end of April, but Louis Vuitton didn't in Chicago. The Chicago Louis Vuitton store didn't do anything to help me. And this is the one on Michigan Avenue. To be clear, it's not the one of the ones in the suburbs because there's a few around. So in any event, I'm going to try to keep track of everything that I hear from them. So today when I called and I told her what was going on, she was very compassionate, very understanding. I sent pictures initially, and then she went and talked to her supervisors. They said they wanted to see it. When I got off of work, I did a video, and they still wanted to see it in person. And I said, okay, great. So then they sent me a label. So I'm going to pack this up, put the label, take it across to UPS. It's paid for as far as the shipping is concerned to get it to UPS, and I don't know what time frame it's going to take. They said 8 to 16 weeks or 10 to 16 weeks, something like that, for turnaround time. So I'm hoping that is that it doesn't take that long. And the young lady Carmela who guided me today, she said that she was going to look after it personally, but I've only used this bag one time, used this luggage piece once. I have other roller luggages, not other Louis Vuitton luggages, but I have other luggages in general that I can use and take with me, and that's fine. But I just was very disappointed with Louis Vuitton Chicago. Louis Vuitton corporate really helped me out. Well, I can show you guys the front of the bag. And I'm gonna send it off tomorrow, and I'll try to do a review tonight to show what fits in it. And if I think that you should buy it. I guess it depends on how they handle this situation at the corporate place. But literally to have that, because what happens when you're going through the airport, I'm right-handed. So I have this part in front of me, and this part is all the way up, is behind me. So while I'm going through the airport, that's what happens. See, it slips down, and every couple of feet, it slips down. And then you have to reset it, and then you go again. And when you're going through the airport, you're not going in a straight line, and you're maneuvering stuff, and every time, see, it slips again. That's what happens. So in any event, I was very disappointed with the lady. I think it was Olivia, and I can't remember her last name, was the repair specialist at the Chicago store. She was not helpful to me. She wasn't. She wasn't, and she didn't believe that there was an issue. And she did not check back up with me. And if you look online, this luggage is about $300-400. In Cancun, it wasn't as much. And then you get your tax back because you're not a citizen. So I don't know. Maybe she was having an off day. I'm not saying anything other than I didn't get what I felt was great service or the benefit of the doubt, and that they didn't do anything for me there. But that the corporate Louis Vuitton people, they were the ones that were helpful. So do I think that you should buy it? You should buy it if you really want it. Like I showed you, it was to complete a set for me. I've been looking at this for about 2 years. I didn't, just up jump one day and was like, oh, I'm going to get it. I really did have been looking at it in Cancun. They happen to have one. And I don't know. I think maybe I came out, it was like $3,000 even. And I put on my my tax-free application to the Mexican government, so you get that money back, which is about $300. So yeah, it's worth it if that's what you're looking for. It's by no means a necessity. It was by no means you should forego any rent, car note payment, or any other household payment for it. But yeah, I'm gonna keep you guys updated. It's going to be sent off tomorrow, and I'll do a review of what fits in here in a minute, and I'll post that too. That'll be in a separate video. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in, and we're gonna see if Louis